I release any blocks between the spirit and the higher self, and release what are called cords, where, say, the person is connected to their ex-husband, and his energy is still connected to theirs, so his energy is kind of messing with their energy and kind of keeping them in a weird cycle in their life because they're connected to him still. So I'll kind of release that, because things like that also block our connection between our higher self and our spirit. So when you want to find out stuff about yourself, you go up, you ask your higher self with the technique I'm going to teach you. When you want to communicate and talk to your child's energy, instead of going from like as healers or intuitives, some mediums, channelers, we have the ability to take our awareness and leave our field and go into somebody else's field, so that we can do a reading, so that we can see what's wrong with their physical body, so that we can know what to heal, so that we can see their guides, we can see their angels. But there's a way to do it that's a lot easier and that doesn't take a massive amount of training, like what I just explained. It takes a while to learn how to do that, and be accurate about what you're seeing and what you're feeling and all of those things in regards to the other person's energy, so that you can actually make sense of what you're seeing and what you're feeling, so that it can help them. But with your child, anyone in your family is either most likely going to share the same higher self, or they're going to share the same soul. And if not the same soul, they're for sure going to share the same oversoul up here. So there's all these different layers of self. Everybody on the earth pretty much shares this piece up here, because it's kind of like our cosmic body up there. And there's really only about 12 souls of these souls up here on earth, but we'll get into that in the completely different teaching too. So the point is, all you need to know is there's a piece of you, there's a layer of you up there that you share with your child. So what you're going to do in order to tune into their energy is, if you were going to tune into your own energy, I would have you close your eyes. So you're going to close your eyes, and I'll go through this really quickly, but you can take as long as you want doing this. But the steps are, you're going to close your eyes, and you're going to imagine a ball of light about 6 inches in front of your face. That ball of light has fog coming off of it. The ball of light can be any color. One day it may be blue, one day it may be pink, one day it may be orange, one day it may be white. It doesn't matter. Just use your imagination and just imagine a ball of light. Today mine's orange. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to breathe in through my nose, and I'm going to breathe in this orange kind of fog that's around the light. So I'm breathing in the orange, and then releasing out any energy that doesn't belong to me, any energy that may be causing a block between me and my higher self, any emotions or feelings that I may have picked up from other people. If you're empathic, it's very normal to have other people's emotions all over you. And any emotions or feelings that are your own that you just haven't really dealt with yet. By breathing in this light, allowing it to kind of fill your lungs, fill your body with this essence, and then release the energy, and you can actually visualize to see what the energy looks like that's coming out. And usually it's like goopy or smoky or dark. And you just kind of breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth until you feel like you're breathing in light and breathing out light. So it's like in and out, in and out. Usually it takes me about a minute of doing that, just kind of breathing in and breathing out, until I feel like as I'm breathing in light, I'm also breathing out light as well. So what you're doing there is you're clearing your physical body, your etheric body, and your astral body of any negative emotions and feelings, negative energies. And when we get into me teaching about mediumship and stuff like that, this part's really important too, because it helps to raise your vibration. But we won't get into that yet, so I keep getting ahead of myself. So you close your eyes, breathe in light, breathe out the yuckiness. And then what you're going to do is you're going to pull your awareness back into your physical body. So you're going to say, where is my awareness right now? And mine is kind of like right here. So I'm going to say, okay, and imagine as a little tiny you, or you can, if you're more of a feeler or a sensor, you can just kind of sense that it's right there. Just kind of pull it in. So with your mind, you're not doing anything spiritually gifted. You're not doing anything like that. With your mind, you're saying, okay, get back in here. And you're just imagining it coming back into your head. So you're going to imagine your awareness coming into your head, into the middle of your brain. And then you're just going to leave your awareness there. And with your imagination, you're going to look right above your head, which is your higher self. Your higher self, you want it to drop down in through your crown. I like to imagine the higher self is kind of like a bubble or something like that. So right now mine is a blue bubble, and it's like a really cool looking, you know, just like a beach ball type thing, but it's all blue, clear, you can see through it. So I'm kind of seeing my higher self dropping down through my crown and coming down into my head, where my awareness is going to get inside, like a little elevator. So now it's like the little miniature you has just gotten into this bubble. And this bubble is your higher self. Your higher self is going to take you up to connect with your soul's consciousness. So once that bubble is in your brain, just imagine it going up, out your head, shooting up through the sky, out the roof. And you can either be imagining it like you're watching the bubble go up, or you can imagine it like you're in the bubble and you're going up. So I'm kind of seeing it first. My mind's kind of going back and forth because I'm trying to talk and pay attention. But if I wasn't talking, I would probably be seeing it like I was lifting up out of the room. But because I'm talking and paying attention to this, I'm seeing it as like I'm just sending the bubble up. So you're going to send that bubble up 60 feet in the sky. Don't worry, you don't have to know exactly what 60 feet is, but you're sending that 60 feet up, which is going to be where your soul is. It's going to combine with your soul, which I see as another bubble. They combine together. And then everything all together is going to drop down into your head, down through your face, down through your neck. And this high frequency of energy that you're connecting with, intending to connect with, even though you just feel like you're imagining this high frequency energy is actually clearing out cords, blocks, it's clearing out spirits, energies, entities, things that would be in your field that would be blocking you from this higher state of consciousness. So it's actually clearing this out as you're pulling it down through your field of consciousness down here. So the soul, your higher self, your awareness are all coming down through your neck. You can kind of feel like you're getting relaxed through your shoulders, down through your arms. It's going to go through your heart. When you get to your heart, I like to take like 1 or 2 deep breaths, because that's where your consciousness, your spirit for this lifetime resides. When people pass away, they are their spirit until they cross over and reabsorb with their higher self. So you want to stop, take a couple deep breaths, and I just breathe in as if I'm breathing into my heart and then out my heart. So it's like, and in doing that, you're kind of combining a trinity within yourself, your higher self, your soul, your spirit, all together there, clearing out blocks. And then go all the way down through your torso, down through your hips, your legs, your calves, out through your feet. And this big bubble of consciousness with you in it, all these layers of you, go down into the earth. And in the center of the earth has a soul. It has consciousness. It has awareness. So you're going to go all the way down, all the way through the core of the earth, down into the center of the earth, where you can imagine another big bright bubble. And when your awareness lands down there, surrounded by all these layers of consciousness, just sit there for a second. Allow the Earth's energy to completely fill this bubble. And you can imagine it however you want. You can imagine that liquid light is coming in and filling up your bubble. You can imagine that your elevator doors open and a bunch of light comes rushing in. You can just feel the energy coming in. I'm not a real big feeler, so it's hard for me. I'm a visualizer. I like to see stuff. And it's not that I'm necessarily seeing because I'm awesome or something. It's because I'm imagining it. So that's how you have to start with clairvoyance, is you just have to let your mind go wild. You just need to be able to imagine. And then you'll start to really see stuff after a while. So that you're not trying to imagine. It's like, hey, I've never seen something like that before. I couldn't be imagining that. And it's because you've actually started to be able to see, because you've been working out that imagination muscle, which is how you see spirit and the higher planes of consciousness. So anyways, allow the earth to send its beautiful Mother Earth energy into your field, and then come straight back up through the earth. And when you enter into your feet this time, you're going to actually feel more solid to the ground. You're going to feel like, almost like your feet and your legs and your body are like thicker, because you're actually grounding yourself to the earth. You can do readings on yourself and you can do readings on other people, but they're not going to be as good if you're not grounded. Kind of imagine your higher states of consciousness coming in as like lightning or something. If you're a lightning rod, you need to be in the ground. Otherwise, you're going to be like, and you're going to like short circuit or something. And short circuiting is basically sounding like a complete and total crazy person. There's a lot of people, myself included, that don't like to ground themselves when they first get into spiritual work. And we sound insane. We sound completely insane. And a lot of you probably think that this sounds insane, but you ain't seen nothing compared to some of the stuff I've heard people say, or, you know, it's just stay grounded. It's very important to stay grounded. The more grounded you are, the higher you can go. So it's like the deeper your roots, the taller you can go. So just stay grounded. Anyways, so as the bubble with you in it, all your layers of consciousness come up through your legs, up through your thighs, your hips, your torso, up through the heart, the shoulders, the neck, and into your head. So now every spiritual piece of you is inside your mind. Your awareness is in your mind, and you're grounded to the earth, and that energy is even in your mind. For me, this is a technique that the guides have taught me, and I haven't seen it anywhere else, is allowing the mind to actually do these readings. Allow the mind to actually imagine these things. When people teach kind of psychic work or intuitive work or healing work, it's kind of like you're expected to be able to see these things, but not with your mind, with your third eye or whatever. But this, pulling all of your layers of consciousness into your brain, is allowing your brain to do some of the work so that you don't feel like you're bad because you're using your mind. So what you're going to do is, now that your higher self is in you, your spirit is aligned with it, your soul's consciousness is within your body, you're going to, you can say hi to your higher self. See, I just tuned into your energy. Sorry. It's okay. I just tuned into her energy and she felt it. Okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to ask permission of your child's higher self, and you're going to basically say, okay, Madison's higher self, can you show me what is wrong with them right now? Now, you can ask that and you can see what you see. You may see an image of something. You may see, someone upset to their stomach, like holding their stomach. You may see a movie that you've seen before where maybe somebody got like they stubbed their toe really bad. So in your mind, all of a sudden you see a movie you were just watching where somebody stubbed their toe. It's like, oh, her toe hurts. You got to let your mind run wild with this, with your imagination, because it's going to grab on to the energies that are coming through from your higher self, from your soul's consciousness, from God, and it's going to interpret them